not this, not this. I did like this. The fingers was a point in another direction. People say, "Oh, he smoke." I don't smoke. And
And started here in the Corona Chronicles Volume 2. I have with me Antoine Scott. What up, Antoine?
I can't call it. I might spoil it. That's what my uncle used to tell me. I can't call it. I might spoil it. I want to tell you right now, your laptop computer system got you looking clear. Yeah. You hear me? You looking clear. Feel like I can reach in the screen and just tap you on your shoulder like this. My laptop, is here. It's here.
It's not bad. I can tell you what though, the hat, I can't see your eyes because it's giving you that nice shadow over your face. So it's not the laptop. So busy trying to be cool.
See that whatever you want to do, All right. Let me cock my head a little bit. There we go. A little bit like that.
Yes, let's see that baby face you got going on.
Let me see that baby. And I'm 67 years old.
And we know. And that's why I said, congratulations.
Normally people be like, boy, stop lying. She was like, and we know. And your old 67 face, yeah, we know. Tell them again.
Listen, well, you look every bit of 49.
I take it.
Whatever
you want to do.
What's been going on, man?
I can't call it. We finally got the opportunity. Chandler was more me than you, because we did the one that didn't come out right or something happened at the show. Like that was like last year. Like was it like October, September?
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a minute, And I keep watching all the other interviews right online. I be like, man, hit her up, man. Get your interview. Hit her up. What you waiting on? But me, it's funny, but I'll be honest. What I was just saying online, I post videos of my looking, but me, far as getting online, I don't know what it is about. I'd rather just chill.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know your lane, you know what you're comfortable with. But I can tell you, with that being, that's probably the first time I ever caught you on a live, actually. But it was fun. You know what I mean? You made it your own. Everybody who was in the comments was vibing right with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't look at it as something you gotta do. Just look at it as something fun to do. You know what I mean? You don't even have to come in there with nothing really on your mind to say. It's just what y'all want to do today. You know what I mean? And just have a good time. Make it fun for
Right. And that's the same, because it's like I be watching other people live, and it's like, if I figured that if you're live, you should have something to say or some kind of direction or point of view or something. But I be watching other people live. They just be on live like, they be on live like, they be like this here. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, that joint crazy, man. What y'all doing? Yeah, that joint crazy, man. I went to the store and they started reading the comments. Hey, Keisha. Hey, what's up, Dwight? And I be looking like,
what you doing?
What are you doing? It's just me. That's the thing I have to get over. To like, people just want to see you, hear whatever you have to say. Instead of just, to me, it's like if you're getting on it, have something to say, a direction you're going to go in or something versus just reading on the comments.
Well, I can tell you, me being a fan of comedy, for us, it's like the ultimate meet and greet, so to speak. You know what I mean? People wait around after these shows in these long lines sometimes, just for an opportunity to take a picture, to say how funny you are,
right.
To buy your merchandise. You know what I mean? Just in it's what, 2 minutes in and out. You know what I mean? So as a fan, to be able to now, because of this pandemic, we don't have that access. We're not going to the comedy shows. We don't have the possibility of meeting, seeing, and laughing with our favorite comedian. Like, this is it. And not only is it a meet and greet for us? It's a meet and greet for you guys, because then you begin to develop relationships, friendships, whatever the case. Not relationships in that sense, but you begin to develop more of an understanding of your fan base, because the people who hopping on your lives, 9 times out of 10, those are the same people who buy the tickets to see your show.
Sure.
Those are the people who are going to pull other people into the live to say, check this out. And then now you're increasing your fan base. You know what I mean? Your social media presence for most stand-up comedians, of course, is big because that's the way of the world. But sometimes the social media presence, when it comes to people buying tickets, it doesn't necessarily match up. You know what I mean? But when you have these lives, like, here is your core. You know what I mean? If you don't know nobody else fuck with you, if you don't know nobody else think you funny, if you don't know nobody else gonna rock with you, buy your stuff, everybody who hops on, who is, continuous, there with you every week, there with you every other day, you know that those are solid. My
base. My base.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
People, a lot of comedians have built, I don't know what word I want to call it. I guess I don't even want to call it a following, because it seems to be bigger than a following. Like the people who rock with Kevin Tate on his Zodiac show. They be in that mug Monday through Friday. Right. And like Monday through motherfucking Friday. Like, nigga, why don't any of y'all go to work? Why all y'all in here together? But it's become something bigger than just fandom. Tyler, Chronicles, it's people in his group. They done started their own group chat. People done got into relationships, had babies and everything. Like, what? It's more than fandom. You know what I mean? And so when you look at your social media presence, even something as simple as going live, that's what it is. It's building something that's way deeper and way bigger than fandom. That connection there that you end up having with those people, and people being able to see you in your day-to-day life and feel like, oh, you's a regular nigga too. You know what I mean? It does.
Right. I see that. Right.
It does something for people. Even you playing them songs just now, like, people, it's a whole vibe. People get into it. You know what I mean? And we still look for that.
Whatever you want to do.
I didn't even know you could sing.
I can't, but I sure be trying. I sure can't sing, but I might hold a tune on every other song.
You can go for a second.
You're right. I can go for a second. If you give me more than 6, you can turn me clean off.
I ain't gonna have you whole choir director.
There you go.
Verse or two. Ain't gonna Antoine from the back.
From the back.
Let him use you. Let him use you, bro.
Let him use you. Sing this one sentence and be about your way. Come on with it. Sing it.
So, with everything that's going on with this pandemic, what is your hope, or what is your outlook for comedy?
Where do I even begin? As an entertainer, as a comedian, you hoping and wishing that it's just gonna go bye-bye. It's gonna go away so you can recoup some of this money you done lost on all these shows that done got canceled, that done got postponed. So you hoping for the day that it just like go away, almost like somebody else keep hollering about it's just gonna go away, but it ain't went nowhere. Anyway, but you wanted to go away. You yearning to get back on stage, like really like full time like you were, versus doing like you like right now you might get a show here and there or whatever. You outside. I see people doing drive-in theaters and parking lots, and it's crazy. But the creativity of it is awesome. I give them credit for that, because for a comedian, not comic, for a comedian, we can go anywhere and start telling some jokes. So for just like to answer your question, you just want it to be over. You just yearning for the day for it to be like, it's going back down. We got the vaccine or whatever, the mist of the air change. I don't know, and just things open back up, and cause that first boom, when it's like we in the clear, it's open, man, it's gonna be pandemonium. Folks will want to get out so bad. I'm talking about all kind of entertainment gonna be off the chain. I'm telling you.
Right. So, have you learned anything about yourself during this time? anything different that you want to do with your comedy, or
I've learned that I have a mold right here.
Right there.
I got a mold right here I didn't even know I had. But once you start really looking at yourself in the mirror over constantly for hours on end, because you have. But as far as comedy wise, it gives you more insight just to write new material. Mm-hmm. But you keep writing and but you don't have nowhere to really to go to really even work it out. So when a show comes, you just like two peas in the bucket. So you just like throwing it out on stage and just, see what gravitates and you just roll with it. So you just learning more about yourself to see how much of a hustler you are.
Yeah.
This is just to really see how much of how bad you really want and how much you hustling out there to keep providing material or content for people to keep watching, look at you. You know what I mean? To keep them in tune. Because today is like, people will see you today and applaud you today, and in the next 5 minutes, they're on to the next people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So to keep that base, keep them people just grounded around you, keep them there. You know what I mean? Just keep evolving and keep growing.
Yeah, so let's talk about these look at yous. You be finding some crazy shit.
Man.
Where do you find this crazy shit?
And that's all thanks to the look at your family.
Listen, because one thing that in social media, something to pop, and then you'll see about 10, 20 different comedians got the side by side of it, and they're all commenting on the same shit. You be coming up with some different shit. Stephen Brown, he coming with some shit like that. Where are you finding this stuff at?
It's now that the fans, which I'm so appreciative of, they'll see the video or something or picture first. They'll DM me on the gram or they'll, inbox me on my fan page on Facebook. And then you see it, you're like, wow. You come in, to do your video to it. But like you said, everybody's doing the same video. And like personally in your position where you always interviewing comedians, so you follow a lot of comedians. So you see the 30 comedians doing the same video. You know what I mean? Okay, his was funny. It was all right. You know what I mean? You see everybody different take on how they do their source of, their riff on their style of comment on the video or the picture. So you just take it and just have fun with it, because you got to realize somebody out there gonna find you funny. Somebody gonna find you funny. There's too many people in the world. There's some people out there that's gonna find you funny. That's gonna like what you do. You're gonna have some folks out there who might see the same video and follow 5 comedians. They be like, man, you whack. He is crap, but they love this comedian right here. Oh, he is just like. So you're gonna find somebody that's in your lane that's gonna love what you do. So, and that's my look at your family. Look at you. Look at you. Come on, look at you. Look at you. Look at you.
Right along. So, of course, this pandemic has affected the outlook on all things, not just business and money, but also the love life, the sex life. Sorry, it's been a long day. Have you felt any changes or have had to make any adjustments in your life in that aspect because of the pandemic?
Didn't make no adjustment.
Nothing.
No.
You just out here being nasty.
As long as you just know how to handle business.
So apparently you had time to make a drink during the commercial break. Okay. Ain't pour me nothing.
My little jump, my little glass. This tea, by the way. This tea.
It looks a lot like cognac. tea and yak.
You gotta get good observation skills.
So what is while we talking about it though, what's your drink of choice?
Me, I'm a bourbon guy.
Okay.
I like that bourbon.
Okay.
That put a hole in your chest bourbon.
So,
you know what I mean? Not like a good bourbon. There's so many out there, but I'm a Blanton's guy.
Okay.
It's a bourbon called Blanton's. It's very delicious.
A lot of men get fueled. Good word, you guys. They get fueled by their choice of liquor.
Yeah.
Some men, alcohol could be your best friend or to your detriment. Some men feel like, well, if I'm on that Henny, you getting that Henny dick tonight. Or you getting that Jack Daniels dick tonight, you know what I mean? But then there's always a line that you really shouldn't cross when it goes to it being a positive to a negative.
To a negative, because it might not. You be that junk on the side of it. You trying to start it. It's like this here, it ain't doing nothing because you say, "Oh, you finna get this bourbon fight." You jacking it, it ain't doing nothing. You keep hitting the choke on it. You keep choking, you gotta hit that choke. You hit that choke on it, and it ain't doing nothing. It ain't doing nothing. You said, "Know what? I'm finna go in. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna take a nap."
So let me ask you: do men really know and are aware of their limit, or is it just because you're a man you want to push the limit anyway?
A man is always gonna push the limit. Especially when he's trying to, I'm not like a heavy drinker. I just drink, might give me a little sip, you know what I mean? Just chilling. But some men like to do all that and then, thinking they're gonna really perform, and it ain't what you think, and they end up getting disappointed. Yeah. Or she don't want to see you coming. You know what I mean? Or she don't want to see you coming, and she already knows. Say, "You been drinking?" He's like, "Yeah, I've been in a club all night." She already know, like, "Well, I gotta go to my mama's house." I'm gonna go back here and ask my baby daddy and pick the kids back up and bring them back home, because you're not fitting to get me all night long with that liquor monster. It's not gonna happen.
Listen, that is very interesting though to me. Just being under the influence, period, during the sexual experience, prior to, during, whatever the case may be. It's very interesting to me how people, let me think of a better way to say this. I wonder how many drinks does it take to get to the drink that is the one that's going to have you fucking all night? Like, what age range is that? Like, because most men are drinking before 21. Okay. So how many different variations of alcohol do you go through before oh yeah, the Henny gonna do me this way, the Jack gonna do me this way? Like what does it take? Is it like licking a Tootsie Roll pop?
It's whatever they like. When you're that young, you don't really know. You just doing it because if you under 21, you sneaking it, so you just doing it to be doing it. You have yourself something to do, and you think you're really gonna show out. And like I said, might lead you down a dark road. Head in between the wall and the comforter. You know what I mean? And you sitting there and she's sitting there tapping her feet. Disappointed.
What would you say to a guy who relies upon it? What would you say to a guy who can't perform without being under the influence?
Oh, you need to get it out your mind, because now it's a mental thing. Now it's in your mental. Because if you go to that point and you trying to, you ready to start performing, if you didn't get that, then your mental starts to play with you. Because now your mental is saying like, well, you didn't get your drinks in. You ain't able to do this. So now you're like, oh my God. So now people ain't acting right. You know what I mean? Because it's in your mental now. Because now you done told yourself that I need to have that to do this, just like getting on stage. For people who, I ain't knocking nobody for for what they do, but for people who smoke before they start performing, they figure they got to have that smoke before they perform. You know what I mean? And it gets in your mental. Like I ain't had my smoke before I go on stage, or who drink before they go on stage, and say, well, man, I ain't got my head right because I ain't drink. It get in your mental too much. I mean, if you get out your mental, or you can do it without it, then you fine. Then if you so happen to be, social drinker, you have a little couple of sips when you go on stage. Then, man, this don't got me buzzing. Show finna be off the chain. You know what I mean? But to have something before you do anything is gonna mess up your mental. That's just my outlook on it.
Right now, I definitely understand. So let's dive into the other side of sex when it comes to the mental being involved. A lot of men say that you have to get to a woman mentally for her to totally open up, for her to do all the things you want. You know, once you got her mentally, you can do whatever, you can take in this, that, and the third. Do you think that same thing rings true for men?
No.
Okay.
No, I ain't trying to be no fair hater. Now, you know what I mean?
No, I'm asking. Because back in the day, the whole pussy whoop phrase, that was something legit. Sometimes you do see men who are going to do any and everything. And I'm not going to say it's just because the pussy's good, but I think it's a fair question to ask, because most men think that, okay, if I got you mentally, I got you. Yeah. But so does that mean that men can't be conquered mentally?
They can, but it's just a lot harder for a man to be conquered mentally, right? Like you just mentioned, for a female, if when you're young, you don't know that, right? When you're young, you think about, beat the box up. If I beat this box up, yeah, I'm fitting the guy. Yeah, she don't care about that. Yeah, he all right. But she can do what she want to do. But like you just said, once you hear, so different level. Now for a guy, we don't really play them mind games like that. You know what I mean? But men play hard. That's after we play hard. You know what I mean? You seen the show with Gina and Martin. They one of the first few episodes. And they was in the bedroom. He was like, yeah, I don't need you, whatever. Then step. You know what I mean? Right. And then once that woman feel like, okay, good, I'm gone.
Right.
You know what I mean? We play hard in the beginning, but you know what I mean? But after all, he ain't trying to lose her neither. Right. I mean, if that's your heart, that's who you care for. You ain't trying to lose her. No, you ain't trying to have that. He outside your house stalking behind the bush. You ain't never been in love till you stalk somebody.
Listen, what you look at your hat on.
Yeah.
You can't stalk nobody with that hat on.
You right here, but you behind the bushes, just like this here. All you see is a look at your hat, and you peep up every now and then like this here. I know she ain't got nobody over there. Oh, that's her son. You go back there.
Just mental note, don't wear that hat.
Don't wear that hat. Whatever your brand or logo is, don't you wear it.
Don't wear that.
Don't be behind. Yeah. Oh, you behind that plant out in front of her front yard. That ain't me. That ain't me. You talking about?
That's all you see. Damn. That's hilarious. So, what do you think is most important about sex?
What I think most important about sex?
Yeah. Now, let me add it post-quarantine. What do you think is most important? Coming up out of this, what do you think is important?
About sex is satisfaction. Making sure you satisfy your partner. But that goes with growth. That goes with growth. Like I said, when you somebody that's young, you just I'm finna go in here and beat this up. And The older you get, you want to make sure that your partner is satisfied. So it's more like as you just grow, you just want to make sure that, people satisfied. You know what I mean?
So do you feel like as you get older, there's more pressure to be satisfying?
No, it ain't no more pressure to satisfy more when you married, you married, hey, you good? You good? You all right? You all right? You know what I mean? If you're straight, I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. So, all right, so I'm going night then. So.
That's the whole wrapping up conversation.
See, when you married, it's different. You know what I mean? You just like, shoot, you might want it in the daytime. About 11, 12, in the morning, 11, 12 o'clock, you go, oh, what you doing? What you doing? You ain't doing nothing. Oh, hey, you cook tonight. And she's like, well, you ain't saying nothing. Okay, we're gonna see. You get home, you eat, you lay there for a minute, watch some TV, and don't, God forbid, it's wintertime when it get dark about 5:45. You good? That whole conversation you had at 11 o'clock went slam out the window. You good? You straight? Next thing you know, you rubbing the back of your neck like, oh, man, you just made me go. Yeah, both of y'all is night.
Right.
Both of y'all is going to bed, so it's just different, man. It's just a little different.
Do you find it difficult to keep the spark and the spice and keeping things fresh and new once you're married?
No, once you're married, it's always good to keep it's always good to keep the spice up in the relationship. You know what I mean? Walk by, smack them on the tail, and observe. Looking. You know what I mean? Hey girl, I see you now. You got that thong on today. That was good. I mean, she might walk by you and smack you on the tail. You better stop playing. Yeah, I mean, she tell you ain't gonna do nothing. You like, I ain't. But I'm finna go to sleep in a minute, but it's nice to be smacked on the butter down there.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Oh no, they ain't saying. I mean, they be manning up a little bit because I just said get smacked on the butt a little bit.
There's nothing wrong with that though.
I mean, but
nothing wrong with that though. Women do need to be the aggressor. If not, I'm not gonna say all the time, but definitely it needs to be 50-50. Like, I'm a firm believer you need to show your partner just how sexy, how attractive, how
they are,
how much you want them, the same way that a man should express how much he wants you. It's, hey, fair exchange, no bribery. I will smack some ass. I ain't got no problem.
There you go. You will smack some ass. I ain't got no problem with Antoine. I will smack some ass.
I will smack some. Come on up here with that shape.
You grab your hair too. You can grab your hair there too. I will smack some ass, Antoine. I will. I smack her ass quick at 5:40.
Quick. Because I think it's necessary. I think that it shouldn't. I don't think that arriving to the bedroom should ever be a one-sided thing. And I don't believe that one person should be putting in all the work, especially not when it comes to foreplay. Foreplay extends beyond the bedroom. Foreplay starts sometimes in the morning, starts sometimes over the phone, starts sometimes with the lunch date, whatever it is. But I definitely believe that it should be a mutual thing. I believe in personal displays of affection. You know what I mean? Inside the house, outside the house. I don't care where we at. Goddamn, we in quarantine. I'm still going to show you.
You don't lean back on that one too. I saw you lean back on that one.
Because I think it's necessary. A lot of people have all these hang-ups about what they won't do, what they won't try, what we feel like we shouldn't do as women, what men feel like they shouldn't do as men. And I think that coming behind this pandemic, if you don't come out swinging, you know what I mean?
Right.
And not just swinging for your dreams, your goals, but swinging for who you rock with, swinging for who was still giving you some ass during the quarantine. Like, come out swinging. And I think that that's a big piece of it. And I think that sometimes men and women too, I'm not going to exclude you guys from that, but I feel like sometimes they're not always shown how much they're appreciated in a physical way outside of the bedroom. That's outside of the actual sex. You don't always see women, rubbing on a man, touching on a man, caressing a man, smacking that ass.
Right,
what I mean? You don't always see that personal display to say, you know what, I want you. I think you're sexy. Come on right now, or tonight is gonna be, what I mean? Very rarely do you see that. More so do you see men who are more openly affectionate and more openly, you know what I mean? Like, well, a little more than just a little kiss on the cheek or something, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's all I'm saying. I think that yes, men should get their ass smacked too.
Yeah, I seen the way you just said that. You felt every word you just said. I felt that. I feel like I should be interviewing you right now. The way you just portrayed that answer right there. It's just I feel that a man needs to be showed he's awesome, showed he's loved, showed some affection, not smack him on the ass.
Yes.
Throw your hair back like.
I think when you don't do those things, it translates across to how you perform. I've had other conversation with people because we were talking about how trusting somebody for women, how that translates from the bedroom to other things, whether it's business or this, that, and the third. So if you're one way here in the bedroom, or if you've cheated, or if you something to that effect that was fucked up, most women not going to take that level of trust and apply it to other things. Whereas men don't function that way. But I think when it comes to showing a partner, what you think of them or what you feel about them, I think that's important. I think you gotta let that translate in more ways outside of the bedroom. You still need to show that dude, because the reality of it is it's always gonna be somebody else complimenting your dude. If you got a dude that look like anything, you know what I'm saying, and smart, funny, charismatic, whatever, you know what I mean? If you got a nice package, you could best believe there's somebody else. Oh, you got a nice shape up. Oh, Antoine smelling so good today. Oh, look at your arms. Oh, this and they're doing this when they're doing it. They gotta tap it and compliment it. You can't see, you can't just compliment it. You gotta rub down when you say it. You know what I mean? There's always going to be that level of attention. So being the woman in the relationship with the dude, I gotta max out. I should always max out for my dude. I should always max out for my man. I don't feel like that's something that should die down over time. When I'm 80, T Gray still gonna be smacking my dude's ass, no matter how saggy, wrinkled, soggy it is. I'm still gonna be
come here. It ain't up there no more.
It ain't. It's way down there. But even if we can't have a physical exchange, there's still going to be something mental. There's still going to be something emotional, and there's still going to be a way for me to let you know, hey, I still think you fired. You know what I mean?
Right. And that goes both ways too. It goes both ways.
Yeah, I feel like over time that's definitely missed. We get so complacent and we're comfortable and we get used to what we have. We know what we have, but we get used to, we're comfortable. We know it ain't going nowhere. So you know what I mean? Sometimes it's not on purpose, you guys, but we do fall out of the realm of being complimentary, of being affectionate outside. Some people don't even hold hands and they be like, oh, that their relationship, they looking at somebody else holding hands. Oh, that's new. Oh, they just started.
Oh, but that's the one right there.
Right. They over there dressing alike and all kinds of shit. But on the back end of that, if you grab your partner's hand in that moment, and it's more so, but you like this shit though, don't you? You know what I mean? It's still you forget how good it felt to just hold that person's hand. You know what I mean? Like, I think we should do things that remind us of what got us started in the first place. We should do things that keep us in that frame of mind of freshness and newness. Because once you allow stuff to go stale, who want that? Ain't nothing that the word stale says I want to eat it, lick it, kiss it, right. Whatever. It doesn't, those two things don't go together. So right. If my love life or sex life is now stale, the fuck? It ain't no Ziploc bag. You gotta freshen that shit. You gotta do something.
You gotta do something.
You gotta do something.
You gotta do something.
I mean, gotta do something. So, you know, keep that same energy, goddamn.
Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy.
When he met you and you was a thought and you was twerking on the table, every once in a while, snatch the shit off the dining room table and get your old ass up there.
Hold on, let me give me 2 BCs before we get started.
Hey, whatever you need. Whatever you need, you're gonna feel it the next day. But in that time, you know what I mean, kids is gone, show the fuck out. In that time, like, oh, you know, stuff not gonna be in the same place it was 20 years ago, but goddamn it, it still work. You know what I mean? Stop it. I'm just saying, life is too short. If anything, this coronavirus, if nothing else, you guys, fucking, this has shown you life is too short. We are losing people.
Definitely too short. I mean? Left and right.
And there's so many of us that have had it and have conquered it, survived it, whatever word you want to use. Fuck that. I'm gonna fuck like it's the end of the world till it's the end of the world. I am.
Get your freak on.
Whenever I get some, it's gonna be fine. I can tell y'all right now.
When you do this, that means that's real. You know what I mean?
I don't know when the next time will be.
Whenever I do.
But whenever it so happens,
please believe
I'm killing somebody. Call 911. Fuck your BCs. They ain't gonna work. You're gonna die. Fucking with me.
Hey, she just got serious. Let me put my glasses on. You just got serious. You got so serious.
I'm just saying, it's been a minute.
Yeah, you was in your feelings just now. You was deep in your feelings.
Whatever.
Get your defibrillator before you come over here.
I'm just saying. That's hilarious. I'll be able to laugh at myself.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Anybody write that down? That's hilarious. That was hilarious.
Hold on.
Gotta clear your throat on that one.
You about to kill me. I'm just like, about to kill me. Oh gosh, I don't even know where to go after that. That was a good laugh. I need it.
Tell you right now, Antoine, when they come over here, I'm telling you, they better have on Timberlands, some gray sweatpants, and an all-black wife beater. Why I gotta be black? I just wanted to be black. That's why I be black.
Because I want to see my mess I'm gonna make on that motherfucker.
And she leans back in the chair. That's why. I'll tell you right. Yeah, he better come over there. He need to call his insurance company before he comes to you. You need to get on the phone right now and say, Affleck. Look here, Affleck, I'm finna go to the girl. Yeah, I'm gonna be over there. Now, if you don't hear from me by tomorrow, he got to leave a will before he comes to you.
Don't come over here. Don't come around here. Unless you're ready to get your life together.
Hold on, I won't do that. No, let me put my hands down. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to do that.
Oh, you throwing up gang signs. Yeah. You throwing gang signs in the machine.
I better got as soon as you post this interview, you post nothing. And you Antoine Scott. Seen the little joint you did on, yeah, man. Don't be doing. That's real for real. You know, it's real crazy today.
Yes, that is funny. That is funny.
That's hilarious. you know, thinking about it, you like, boy, I tell you, he told me, I'm gonna tell you. Woo, Lord have mercy. You don't even know. I'm tell you. Last will and testament. That'll be written out prior to you coming over here.
That's funny. I'm gonna use that later.
Seriously. I'm gonna use that later. I'm gonna use
that. Y'all see me. I'm still in this shit right here.
You ain't over here. You did your wheel? You did? Okay. You saw Affleck? Alright, okay. Who you got? You got Blue Cross Blue Shield? Okay, you gonna need them. Alright. Yeah, but what them church, where your church shoes with the hospital socks with the grips on the bottom? Alright. None of them hospital socks with it got the little grip. You need some traction. Okay. Alright, hold on. You here? He gonna be half scared because he'll go in that joke. He'll come up slow. Where she at?
I'm telling you. I'm saying, motherfucker ain't leaving without an oxygen tank, goddamn. I'm trying to tell you. Oh my gosh, I needed that laugh, y'all.
You needed that laugh. That's good. That's good.
My god. Oh my god, today has been a great day.
He's gonna be on an interview like this. All I did was I went to go see her, and as soon as I walked in the door.
Yes. She almost killed me. I'm still alive.
That's
I'm going back over there next week. Just saying, this is what the pandemic has done to people out here. It's what it's done to people. Yeah, salute to you guys though, who are actually in the house with somebody that you like and getting it in. This is a very small percentage of people who fall in that category.
Small percentage.
Small percentage of people who fall into that category. Okay. I digress. Yes, I digress.
Woosah.
Yes. I needed that laugh though. Seriously, appreciate that shit. So I don't even know where to go after that. I'm just gonna have to end the interview because I ain't got nothing else.
No, what? Ain't nothing to say. Well, I'm pretty much. Let me lean. I'm pretty much done with you. I'm pretty much done. I'm gonna go in here and go ahead and flip to my DMs. I'm gonna go ahead and flip to my DMs.
Fuck them DMs. I ain't checking them shits. I am not. It is just an onslaught of random dick pics. No, I'm chilling.
Are they still doing that?
Yes.
I've heard like so many people, like especially females, say like all they get in their DMs be like is private part pics.
There is private part pics. Just they go to my phone, they go to my DM. I'm like, look,
really?
I ain't asked for this shit. Okay. 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 I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Women typically don't ask for dick pics.
Right.
Typically we don't. Very few women have I heard say, oh yeah, let me see what you're working with or send me. Very few. We ain't gotta ask. All you gotta have is our number or our name. God damn it, the dick pics is coming. They're coming. Okay.
They're on the way.
They're coming. And you could tell somebody, I'm not interested, or, I'm chilling right now, or, thanks, but no thanks. Oh, well, let me see if I can change your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Once you respond, it's over.
But see, to me, my thing is, once somebody say no, thank you, I'm good. Yeah, to me that means don't send me no more dick pics. But to most dudes, it's like, oh well, let me try another angle. Yo, you had it from the top. Let me see if I can get it from a
man. If you open that up, that lets you know that you saw it. And if you respond back saying no, thank you, whatever, he listening what he's reading, what you sent. He know that you open it up and you saw what he sent. Therefore, oh, she saw that. You said, let me see this other angle.
It's crazy. It's crazy, but I mean, women do those same things. Women slide up in dudes' DMs with all kinds of shit all the time. I mean, I get it. But I would say this. I think that at a certain age, I feel like dick pics is just, at a certain age, like, nah. Like, maybe I just feel like I'm too old for it. And then it's interesting to me that it's dudes older than me, you know what I'm saying, in their 40s and their 50s. I'm like, son, y'all still, like, just bring it here. Like, why you sending me a picture? You got gas money, dude. You got a car. You got a mortgage. Like, the fuck, bring it here. Like, why are you in my DM, making your silk boxers dance? No. You together in life right now.
Did you just say making this silk boxer dance?
Like you are together.
They coming at you at all angles.
like you're together in life. Like, come on, man. Like, I feel like there should be a better approach after a certain age. And granted, a lot of things that transpire between men and women, it is purely sexual. I get it, but I just feel like after a certain age, there needs to be a different approach. There needs to be a more mature approach. You know what I'm saying? You want to send me a pic of something? Send me a pic of a J and a glass of wine. God damn it. What? I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like send me some shit I want. You know what I'm saying? You want to send me a picture of some new lighting, some new mics? What? There in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Send me something that's gonna help me build my brand.
That new lighting. You did have the nice. You know what I'm saying? I need to get one. If I showed you what I have right now, you would just die laughing. If I showed you what I have right now.
But that's just the age range that I feel like I'm in. Send me something that is appealing to me and my psyche more than your penis. Like, I sized you up when I saw you. I know you got a penis. I looked at your hands. I kind of have an idea what size it is. What the fuck you gonna send me that's gonna make me want to get up out my bed and come to you right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the kind of mic I got. If you got some new shit, I'm on my way. You know what I mean? I'm not on my way for a dick pic. I'm not. It's nice. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Hope you're having a nice day. But no, I'm not getting up out my bed for that. I'm not, and to be honest with you, it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't excite me. Like, I'm not about to bust no nut off no dick pic. I'd rather watch her full on porn than get a dick pic. I'm not. It's just not gonna do it for me. When I was younger, it was nice to look at, but okay, I'm grown. I'd rather see it in person. So, okay. Send the pics to the youngers. I'm too old for that shit. I'm just saying. I'm not a baby, but I'm not. But I'm. I'm a woman of a certain age. Motherfucking Black Ron was on my show. Called me a woman of a certain age. God damn it, it's sticking. I'm an old bitch.
The woman of a certain age.
Yeah, I'm an old bitch. And I want old bitch shit sent to my DM. Okay, that's what I want. nice food that you about to make. Yeah. What I want to drink. What I want to smoke. I'm on my way. Don't send me no dick pic. That ain't gonna get me there.
You just told the world. You just told the world. That ain't gonna do it.
I ain't gonna do it. But it's funny because the people who have said those things, I ain't there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You see that it didn't work for you. You know what I mean? And,
like, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
It didn't work.
Yep.
It didn't work. So, try something new next time. Good luck to you is what I can say. Off to the races with you. Try something new. Oh man, I'm sorry. Whew. This has been fun.
Woosah.
It is. This has been fun. So I want you to tell my audience how they can follow you, how they can catch these videos. First off, before I even do that part, when you get into character, let me tell you, you will have me crying, laughing.
That's good.
Crying,
that's a good thing.
Laughing. With your security guard character. Is his name Otis? What's his name?
Lester.
Lester. I knew it was something old. Boy, I love Lester. I do.
I haven't brung out Lester. I haven't brung out Lester in a minute.
Cause that should be so on point. Every old man in the world, seemingly, you know what I mean? You put that in mind. Every old dude you ever come across. I love that character. It's absolutely hilarious. So definitely tell my audience how they can find you, how they can follow you.
You can find me on social media to social, on Instagram at the Antoine Scott. That's TheAntoinescott. The Antoine Scott on Instagram. You can follow my fan page on Facebook, Comedian Antoine Scott, and also my YouTube channel, the same name, Comedian Antoine Scott. Come on, follow, brother. Get some of this. Look at your videos in your life, make you laugh, make you cry, make you feel good all in your inside. Get some of this. Look at your apparel. I got hats, I got masks, I got shirts, I got all the things you might need. All everything. You hear that? All everything.
Everything.
You might need. Come on, get
now
your
you're breaking out your inner DC.
Come on, get this everything in here. Come on, get it. Support your local artists. Because right now we in the pandemic, people. Ain't no shows going on. So buy a hat, t-shirt, anything.
Yes. Most
I ain't went to the Cash App me part yet. I'm still all right. I ain't went to Cash App part yet, but I'm all right. Going to some merchandise. You can go to, it's QT's Print Shop, which is QUETEESPRINTShop.com/look at you. QT'sPrintShop.com/look at you. Antoine Scott, I had a great time. Yes, I did.
This has been fun.
Just lean back in your chair.
That's how you know it's got real.
Take your hat. She said, you know what, I don't even know what to ask no more. I'm good. I'm all right.
Let me tell you, a good laugh can be so satisfying. You know what I mean? Like, I needed that laugh. So it's like, once I got finished, like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it goes here.
I'm gonna go sleep now.
I'm good now. I'm all right.
Because I needed that. I needed these laughs, you guys. Y'all don't understand. Like, I miss comedy as much as you guys probably miss performing. Like, the same way you guys are out and on the road and 3 and 4 shows, I'm out at the club 2 and 3 hours for 3 and 4 shows. Like, I miss that. I really, really do. And not just the laughs you all provide on stage, but you know, the banter that happens, the pregame banter that happens after the show. You know, like when I met you, the most fun of being there in that moment was all of us kicking it in the hallway after Silly. You know what I mean? Just having fun. And I still enjoy parts of the show, but that part of it, I really, really miss it. I really, really do. Yeah, I really do. But thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for blessing my Corona Chronicles Vol.2 section.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Keeping it kicking, you guys. Keeping it kicking. There's so many more great comedians coming up. You all stay tuned.